Big numbers.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
On first down, Rodgers. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Robinson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the man taking number 3 overall back in 2008. It's their now veteran quarterback, Matt Ryan.
And at times it's hard for me to believe I'm saying veteran Matt Ryan. Still remember him coming out of Boston College, full of enthusiasm, mastered their 2-minute drill in his first OTA. What a player.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
61, down. 58 the money. 58 the money. I'm trying to collect. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 20, 20. Get up.
From the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right.
On 2nd down now, Blunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before. Trouble on this drive. What is it? 3 plays, 3 first downs.
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st down, Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Able to get away. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side. He got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a measure that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And he completes it to Cohen. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Everyone. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Grady Jarrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And Dawson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
You got 4. Check. 45, Mike, 45. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third and long, it's Rodgers. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Rodgers. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they take him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how Green Bay.
Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
The Bears. He lost by 4.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll try the draw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll fight forward, maybe a line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes Cohen. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bears take over. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught by Cohen. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers trying to lock it in there, but it's incomplete. It was Royal in there on the coverage.
You know what? Coaches told me that's the biggest teaching point. Get your play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did. That was nice.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Vic beats it and making it look easy. Oozing in for the success. Partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Dawson's kick is up and through. And that will even our score at 21. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. Just don't know why they said that. I have no idea.
Ryan to the Falcons now. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin here with one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the other expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33. more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Blunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run, but he just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets to the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 1, Ryan, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Blunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan caught by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
It's interesting, Parker. Most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it out, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on the defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the play, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3 because they'd love the score to win it. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's got Burton here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Rodgers. This one caught by Ridley. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year in the
This lag is aggravating me. Oh, it's 4th and 10 with 1:59. I'm up 24-21. Chicago's trying to get the first down. Oh, and he's short. They threw it to Cohen and he was short. I won. 24-21. Aaron Rodgers was not easy to beat. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat you. The weakest part of my offense is the receiving core. Because it goes Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, and then young dudes. So,